Hello and welcome back to VecTalk. This is Per from VectorOptics. Here with me is Mano, a South African brand ambassador of VectorOptics. Hi Mano, it's great to have you here.
Hi Phil, thank you very much for having me. It's a real honor and a big privilege to spend some time with you today.
So as our brand ambassador, I believe you've tested many of our optics. Especially our top line Continental refractoscopes. But this line, it does not only offer refractoscopes. It has some new things coming out recently, especially our spotting scope, Continental spotting scope, and I believe you're already testing one of them. Can you briefly tell about what model are you testing and your first impression so far?
Yes, most certainly. So as you can see right here next to me, I do have one of your spotting scopes. So yes, the Continental line currently has two models, the 12 by 40 by 60, and then obviously the 20 by 60 by 80, which is this one that I'm testing out for you guys. And first impression was, damn, this thing is big. But I must say the ED glass in this optic is just phenomenal. It is stupid crystal clear, if I can say that, and you can see really nice from 20 times magnification all the way to 60 power. And then also the reticle, the built-in reticle, is really a nice touch, and I think it's going to be very handy for people that want to do long-range shooting and use it as a spotting scope to see where the point of impact is.
Very glad to hear that. Like this line, Continental spotting scope, it features a first focal plane ranging reticle and a very nice fully multi-coated ED lens. But do you think this ranging reticle is necessary in this spotting scope? And if so, what are the advantages do you think, based on your true user feelings?
Yes, I certainly think that it is necessary. I think there is a place for it in the market, and especially the benefits out of it is, when you are a spotter for someone else, to basically spot where the point of impact is on a specific target, you can get or give much more detailed information to the shooter, and he can correct his shot to get back on target. So I honestly think that is really one of the biggest benefits out of the reticle inside of the optic. And again, being first focal plane, you don't need to worry about cranking down on the magnification, that some of the information might change. Everything will stay the same, and the reticle is fairly the same as some of the reticles on the Continental line, like the one here at the back. So if a shooter has the same scope with reticle on his rifle, this can work hand in hand with that.
Well, this scope, yes, is kind of similar to some of our Continental line scope reticle, and this one, it mainly features fast ranging reticle on the top and also a Christmas tree mirror reticle on the downside. So can you also briefly give us a guidance on how to use this reticle? I think maybe some of our audience, they might find it a bit difficult at the beginning.
100%. So yes, the reticle consists of two parts. You have your upper part and then your lower part. The upper part is a fast ranging, reticle, for USPSA targets. So what's nice about it is you can actually use the lines in the reticle to measure between the shoulders of the target, and then you can really get a fast range to that specific target. So it makes it really nice to get onto target, or get the distance to the target, I mean. And then obviously you have your lower portion, which is a Christmas styled mill reticle that can also be used to calculate range and target size. So again, there's some benefits out of this whole package. I mean, it's not just one reticle. You can use it in various different situations.
Yes, I agree. With this ranging reticle, you can also achieve accuracy besides observation. And also I noticed the Continental spotting scope has a straight eyepiece. There are also angled eyepiece with spotting scopes. So compare with angled spotting scopes, what do you think are the advantages of this one?
Well, first of all, I think it's personal preference that at the end of the day, if you really wish to have one that's angled up, it's, like I said, personal preference. But first of all, I think it's very easy to use for beginners, especially with that built-in reticle like we mentioned before. And also, it is good for observing animals when you're very low to the ground. And I bet you'll be able to see animals very, very well out of this optic because of that good ED glass that you guys have put in this optic. So again, another benefit to it as well. And then it's also suitable to view in narrow spaces because of the angle of everything. And for me as a shooter, sometimes when I lie prone on the ground and I shoot to a target, it's much easier just to tilt my head to the side and look quickly through the spotting scope than to stand up and look over again. So everything is in line of sight, which makes it very, very nice. And you can use it on a tripod like you can see right here next to me.
I see. Since you mentioned tripods, just want to remind guys here, with this Continental spotting scope, you can mount it on any standard 1/1 inch screw hole tripod. By the way, which tripod are you using?
Okay, so this spotting scope can be mounted to any tripod, by the way, as long as you can just get that screw into that hole. So basically, if you can mount the base plate at the bottom, you're ready to go. Now, talking about the tripod is not really an expensive tripod. It's actually my camera's tripod that I'm using it on. But as you can see, it is really nice and sturdy, and it keeps the spotting scope right into place. So again, if you are a spotter for someone that's shooting, you can sit on a chair like I do now, and you can just look right through it. It's really, really, really nice.
Yes, very convenient. So you've been using this Continental spotting scope for how long?
I've been using it now, I think it's about 2 weeks, maybe almost 3 weeks.
And what do you mainly use it for?
Okay, so we've tried it out on long-range gong shooting. My brother actually has a 6.5 Creedmoor with a VecTalk Continental 5x30x56 first focal plane scope mounted on it. So again, it comes hand in hand to this. So with me being the spotter, again, when he takes a shot to the target and he missed, I can exactly see what's going on. I can actually see the bullet in flight. Really nice glass. I just have to mention that the glass is really, really nice. So I can then give him the right indications of where to shoot again, or hold, or dial his scope. So it really works well there. And then also I've been using it with my air rifles, as you can see right here behind me. And with these air rifles being .22 caliber, the hole size is very, very small. So if we shoot targets out at 60 to 80 meters, it's really difficult to see those holes sometimes. So looking through this optic or spotting scope, I can really see where my point of impact was. And with my rifles also having Continental scopes on them, again, the reticle can work directly with this reticle as well. So it's really nice to get onto the target or where I want to shoot. Then also I've been using it with my bow, as you can see right behind me as well. I tend to shoot from 30 meters out to maybe 60 meters with my bow, and sometimes it's really difficult to see where the arrows make impact on the target. So I use the spotting scope as well to see what I need to do to adjust to get onto target or to shoot where I want to really get onto the target. So again, it's really versatile. It's not just for let's say rifles, but you can basically use it to use for bow shooting as well, or even just glance at animals if you wish to do so.
That's very nice. Also, I'm curious about, have you ever tried it in extreme weather, for example, like raining days, or have you ever tested on any extreme tests? Is it durable?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It is extremely durable. I mean, if I haven't tested it out in extreme weather, unfortunately it's winter here by us, so we don't have any rain and things currently. But if you have a look at the optic, you'll see that it is rubber armed. So basically, it is protected against bumps and scratches, which is really, really nice. These anodized sporting scopes, sometimes when you put it in the bag, whatever the case may be, it gets dinged up a little bit and scratched. And with this, I honestly think it's not going to be the case. It is really, really strong, as you can see. And I quickly just now that you say that, there was actually something that I want to mention regarding that as well. The scope is also IP67 waterproof rated, so shooting in the rain and stuff won't be an issue at all. You don't need to stress about the scope not working in the rain and so on. And that's also really, really nice. And with this rubber coating, you can actually just wipe it off. You don't need to stress about it. And then the whole sporting scope is actually made out of a heavy-duty magnesium alloy die-cast, which means this thing is built like a tank. It is solid, and you can actually feel it in the weight. It is a solid piece of equipment.
Very nice. And don't forget, because this one belongs to our Continental line, which means it's covered by our lifetime warranty. So don't worry about the quality or the durability.
No, that's very, very true. I mean, it's actually very nice to see VecTalk Optics take so much pride in a quality product like this, and to add a lifetime warranty on this just puts the proof in the pudding, if I can call it that. I mean, you're spending kind of a lot of money on an optic like this, and to have it covered under a lifetime warranty is such a big bonus.
Yes. And I heard that you have a review video coming out soon. Can you briefly talk about that? Like, what's the video going to be about?
Yes, most certainly. I've decided to make a review video on this to just showcase what the sporting scope is all about and how good the quality of the glass is inside of it. So we're going to do some long range shooting on gongs and stuff like that, and just show you guys how we can work in a sporter shooter situation. And then also there will be some air rifle shooting and bow shooting through it as well. And I'm going to try my best to film through the sporting scope so you guys can actually see what I see when I look through it. But unfortunately, phones or cameras can't really justify how good the quality of the glass is inside of the scope. But just to give you guys an idea how it operates, the smooth focus and smooth magnification, the nice flip-up cap here in the front to protect that objective lens, because it is a massive objective lens, as you can see right here. So you really want to protect that thing. So it's going to be something small, but hopefully really, really interesting.
I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. Really looking forward to the video. And for our audience, if you want to check out the video, don't forget to follow us on Vector Optics. Don't forget to follow us, Vector Optics, on YouTube, or follow Mano's channel, Airgunner SA. Okay, thank you, Mano. Thank you for today. It's very, very nice. I hope our audience have learned a lot about this Continental sporting scope. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon on our future VecTalk.
Thank you very much, Pearl, for your time. I really do appreciate it, and it was a real honor to be able to speak about the product today.
Thank you very much.